Hey guys, it's Paul here. Today, I want to read a quick section out of Ecclesiastes. That is from Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 1 to verse 7. And since it's Ecclesiastes, it's going to be deep and probably hard a bit. Guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools who do not know that they do wrong. Do not be quick with your mouth. Do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God. God is in heaven and you are on earth, so let your words be few. A dream comes when there are many cares, and many words mark the speech of a fool. When you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it. He has no pleasure in fools. Fulfill your vow. It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. Do not let your mouth lead you into sin, and do not protest to the temple messenger, my vow was a mistake. Why should God be angry at what you say and destroy the work of your hands? Much dreaming and many words are meaningless. Therefore fear God. Now, that's Ecclesiastes always has these tough verses. Tough and is like hard to take in. Heck, most of the chapters they always start with like something and then are meaningless. They'll say like the first chapter, the start of it is called Everything is Meaningless. And then the second is pleasures are meaningless. And but this one, fulfill your vow, it talks about us giving promises. And what this author is saying isn't wrong. Isn't wrong. On how lots of times we make promises to God that we can't keep. And lots of times God knows the promises we can and can't keep. So when you make a promise, he already knows if you're gonna fulfill it or not. And so this guy, and so this author promotes the idea of if we're doing it, you do it quick. And that honestly it's better to not make a vow at all. And I learned this bit ago from trial and error, and after a lot of failed promises. And so yeah, it's something to take in, something to truly think about. And the start of that, where he talks about being quick, he's talking about prayer. When we're quick in prayer, it shows that we're not truly talking from our heart. Now, I'm guilty of this still to now, of when I go to pray and I pray the same thing, or I pray a little too, I pray the same thing too fast. One, and that's wrong on both accounts. At one, we shouldn't just be repeating the same prayer at the same time of every day like a broken record, because that doesn't really show our faith. It just shows that we're going through the motions. And two, we shouldn't be giving with haste, because that shows that we're not really praying to God. We're not really giving God our time. We're not really showing him that we're giving him some of our time. That just shows that we're just in a hurry to say this because we think that whatever we're doing before is more important than God. And saying it now is just hurts, because knowing that I've done this too many times, and of course always trying to get better, and gonna pray for God to help me. And I hope God, and I pray that God helps you too if you are also struggling with this. And if you're not, then That's good. And I hope and I pray that you avoid it, because nothing can, because a bad feeling is when you realize that when you realize that you've been praying the same thing for so long, and that you really haven't been truly praying by faith, but just praying because you're going through the motions. And the Christian life shouldn't just be one of the same repetition. Well, actually, I take that back. It shouldn't be one of we say the exact same words and prayers every single day at the same time every single day. Now, yeah, of course, we're supposed to pray every day, read the Bible every day, go to Him, spend and give some of our time over to Him. But when we do that, let's not one just go by quickly so we can quickly just go do whatever it is we think is more important, or say the exact same things we've said the past couple of days or weeks, or heck, even months. Don't say the exact same things. Switch it up and show that you are actually praying with your faith and praying with your heart. So yeah, hope this helps, and I pray that if you are just as bad of a cycle as me, that God helps you, and you start taking your prayer to a new level. And you start, instead of saying whole paragraphs to God, you make slow, truthful, and faithful words to Him. Words that truly come from your heart. So yeah, God bless you guys. Have a nice day.